This is Angela from Soapmaking Soliloquy and Alegna Soap. Um, I've actually got 4 grandsons, no granddaughters, all grandsons. And they love making soap with me, which I'm really excited about. So the 2 that live in Connecticut, uh, Luke, a lot of times I do Facebook Lives with, and he's, I think, 9 now, but Zachary's 3. And I made a rainbow soap that a long time ago, really long time ago, and he loves this soap. I decided to make another one for him because he's been asking for it. So we're gonna make the rainbow soap literally 1 layer at a time. It's gonna be a really long live, so get a cup of coffee or something and join me. So let's start. All right, we're gonna go down here like this. I've got my other glove here. And because we have to make a rainbow soap backwards, meaning we want to start with the bottom layer, and the bottom layer is purple. So that's going to be the layer we start with. So yeah, you can see the different colors here. So what I did was I made 1 batch of lye and 1 batch of oils, and then I divided it by 6 into 6 equal containers, lye and oils. So we are going to pour the lye in here and put that out of the way over there. And we're just going to mix this a little bit, and then we're going to stick blend it. All right, so let's get that stick blender working. It's really hard sometimes to do small amounts of soap. You do get a lot of air bubbles, but I got a feeling that he's not going to care if we have air bubbles in the soap. So this is the first layer, the bottom layer, the rainbow soap. Okay, and it's definitely thicker, and I just want to clean off the stick blender. So we're just going to leave that in there, and we'll mix this up again. And you could see it definitely got thicker, all right? And we are going to the first layer is the easiest because we can just pour it in. We don't have to worry about breaking any lines. So there we go. We just pour that first layer in, get all that soapy goodness out, and then we'll work on the next layer, which is the blue layer. So I literally have to line everything up visually so I don't grab the wrong color, because I have been known to do that, and that makes a pretty weird rainbow soap. It's still got all the colors, but okay, can you guys see? Yes, you can see. So this is hey, hello. We're making a rainbow soap. This is the first layer. This is going to be my second layer, so I'm building it from the bottom up, so we have to start with the purple, and then we go with the blue. All right, and we're going to use the next amount of lye water here, and we'll just mix this up carefully. Yeah, so my grandson requested rainbow soap. He wanted rainbow soap, and then he wanted a red soap. So I did make the red soap yesterday. I think I did a YouTube short, and I showed a time lapse of me making the red soap for him. All right, so let's mix this up. And you can see we do get bubbles in the soap when we use this really, really small amount. But we really do need the stick blender to get the soap at a trace, which basically just means we want the soap thick. All right, so let's get all this off like that and put this in here. All right, that's a pretty cool looking, let's move this. A pretty cool looking garbage water, you know? It's very colorful. All right, so I'm going to use the spatula here. And what I want to do is when I pour the soap, I don't want the blue to go into the purple. So what I'm going to do is kind of how can I show you this? I'm going to kind of use the spatula to break the, break the line. I don't know. Can I do this without looking? Can you see? I'm hoping that this is not breaking the color line. But you know what? He's my grandson. He's 3, and he'll probably just be so excited. I think this is breaking the line a little bit, the color line, but like I said, it's hard. This is so much easier to do when you are making a larger amount. Yeah, I can see some of the purple. I think he'll still love it. So we get all this soapy goodness over here. We have the second layer. All right, and let me just take a look up and see if anybody has any questions. Hello, Dana and Eli. I'm having a hard time reading names. But anyway, this is a rainbow soap for my grandson. The next color is going to be green because we are building it from the bottom up. And this is the green I picked. So I'm using a bunch of colors from Mad Micah's because I love their colors. And we're going to pour the lye water in here. So in here is the lye and the water, which makes the lye water solution. And in here is the oil and the colors. So when you mix oil and lye, a chemical reaction happens, and the oil and the lye turn into soap and glycerin. So it's kind of like when you take a match and you light a piece of paper, it becomes a fire, and the fire, how can I say this? When you're left with a pile of ashes after the burn, it's a chemical change, and that's what happens in here right now. A chemical change is taking place. I try to make this a little bit thicker, even though it means we're getting more bubbles. All right, put that in here. Mix that up. We're going to mix this up, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pour over the blue. And I'm going to try to do it as gently as possible. Yeah, I'm breaking through. So it's not landing directly on top. It is going through, but this is really hard. It's very hard to get the picture down here. So let's just try that. There we go. It's a little bit better. There we go. It's a little better. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Zachary loves me. He will love this soap. It will have all the colors in it. Okay. All right. So the next color, building the rainbow from the bottom up, is yellow. So let's mix the yellow up. We're going to take the lye water over here, move that off camera so you can't see my mess. And mix. These colors are so nice. And you know what? It's just so nice using color and doing something fun. I kind of just feel like with 9/11 being yesterday, I don't know. This is just kind of a fun thing to do after all that upsetment. It's like everybody remembers where they were on 9/11. right, again, into the water, clean it off. We're gonna just mix it a little bit more, get some of those bubbles out, and let's see if we can do this a little better now that it's higher. There we go. Oh, and the best part about soap is no matter how bad it looks, it's still soap, and it gets you clean, and that's what matters. So I'll still have a clean grandson. Yeah. All right. This is definitely going to be a swirly kind of a rainbow, but that's all right. Get all that soapy goodness out. Does anybody have any questions? All right, so push that off to the side. And let's do the orange layer. So this is the orange. This is a really good orange for like a pumpkin soap. All right, and we're going to get the lye. Pour it in. Move it over there, out of the way, and mix. And then use that stick blender. So we had an event we were supposed to do last Sunday that got canceled, so it's this Sunday. So that is where I'll be at Argyle Park in Babylon. Oh, look at this. This is much thicker. All right, so we're going to get bubbles. That goes in here. We're going to mix it, and then we're going to pour. Anybody else have exciting weekend plans? This is so much easier to do when I'm making a larger mold. There we go. And we're not putting any scent, or I didn't put any scent in this soap because he's only 3 and he smells good enough already. He doesn't need another smell. He's into monster trucks, you know? He's so cute. All right, so let's carefully try to spoon the rest on here on the top. Yeah, we're definitely not getting layers here. All right, last one. Last one is the red one. All right. We got red here. We got the lye here. Dump the lye over there. We're just going to mix. And then we'll use that stick blender. Try to get that color off the top. All right. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, that can stay in there. And let's get rid of those bubbles, stir it a little bit, and put the red on the top. All right, I promise you, it will be fine. He will love it. Okay. So, it definitely isn't going to be layers. It was way too, it was kind of small to do that. It's much easier in a larger batch, but it'll still be a beautiful soap, and I really think he'll like it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, you can hit the subscribe button. They tell me that's important. I have no idea why, but and liking the video too, I'd appreciate that. So anyway, thank you, and remember to wash your hands. Bye-bye.